Hello guys, this is Vysh. So a new initiative like we announced last week, the Prelims Level Up MCQ series, which is in short form we call it PLUMS series. So this will cover your entire MCQ related queries, and we'll be helping you learn the trick of elimination and learning all the subjects. And this will be a 365-day program. Every day we will be doing 5 MCQs at night and 9 p.m. like this episode one you are watching now on December 5, 2022 Monday. So this every day will be a different subject, and each thing will be by a different teacher also. I'll try to do 2 to 3 days in a week, but maybe later on I'll have to pass it on to other teachers when my workload increases. So as I told, art and culture and history, that will be taken care by me on Monday. Every night on Mondays we'll see questions of different genres, like it will be ancient history now, maybe medieval history next Monday, then after that I'll do modern, then art and culture from different textbooks. So that way I'll be taking care of the history portions, and then other teachers also will be there who will be doing different subjects. Those who are doing the lectures, to them itself I have assigned the thing as well. So those who are taking the geography lectures or environment lectures now, they will do the MCQ series for you on Tuesday, and then Wednesday we'll do the polity, governance and the schemes, and then economics will be done on Thursday. And when the economic survey, budget and all comes related to that also, the MCQs will be done. Then we have the CSAT, which is a very troublesome paper for most of the students. Questions are coming tougher year on year, and so that is why on Saturdays CSAT will be done. So if you see, some of the days will be missing, and those days will be as of now taken by me. Okay, that means Sunday we'll do the current affairs, maps and the IR things, and then Monday, as I told, history, and Friday we'll do science and tech. So later on, as I told, our other teachers, when they get free of the existing work they are doing, we may swap the subjects, or we will be doing something in such a way that I will be free to do more on the evaluation part and other test series programs which you are doing. Okay, so this will continue as a 365-day program, provided that you are supporting us. Okay, you have to give your likes, or maybe you have to comment the answers when we ask the question. So please participate, okay, because this is going to change the way you are going to score in the prelims. We need everybody to clear the prelims, and that is why this initiative is being taken, and a lot of effort is there in the background to design all these courses. Okay, so if you practice the right way, no one is going to stop you from clearing the UPSC exam. Okay, so please see to it that as we support you, you also support us back. And about lectures, there are a lot of unlimited lectures going on in our channel that again we'll try to streamline like this, like a 365-day program where every day 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, different subjects will come. So that streamline work is going on. As of now, if you see all these subjects, different playlists are there. You can search any of them in YouTube. You simply type Vysh IAS followed by the textbook name. Okay, immediately that playlist will come and you can watch that. And if any queries are there, and if you want to begin from scratch, okay, meaning you want the right from the foundation videos, just WhatsApp me and I'll take you through. Okay, so that is the process to it. So the first question for today we'll see, as I told, today is ancient history, which we'll be discussing as part of Monday's Plums series. So MCQ 1, we'll see what is the question. So Dharmasthya and Kantaka Sodhana with respect to ancient Indian history relates to what? So UPSC have a habit of asking certain terminologies which comes in the history textbooks, and most of them will not be there in your standard NCRTs or the standard books which you read. It will be there in either history blogs or maybe some Wikipedia page, but still you have to study all these things because repeatedly every year two questions are coming from this area. Okay, so we'll try to cover almost everything as we have covered in our test series as well. So the options for this one is a market system, B, Buddhism, C, Jainism, and the justice system. So this way you have to try to just find out where it is related to. They are not asking you the explanation or what it means. They're just asking what is it related to. So think for a moment and then I'll give you the answer and the explanation for this. Okay. So these kind of questions are there in our test series as well. So those who are looking for weekly proper PDF learning, which is a paid course, that you can WhatsApp us and get the details. Okay. But this initiative, what we are doing on YouTube, is completely free. So here the answer is D, justice system. So here, based on the wordplay also, dharma, you can associate it with justice and you can get to the answer. Okay, this is what you have to do when you have a situation in the exam hall where you have to get a 2 extra marks to get the cutoff. In that situation, go for these wordplays and guesswork and all. Okay, but if you are very safely reach the cutoff, then don't do these kind of things. So that is what I'll advise you. So this now, if you see, this is a justice system during the Mauryan times. Okay, so the timeline of history, if you study properly itself, solving questions are very easy. Okay, so here if you see the person Kautilya, he has mentioned 2 types of courts, that is Dharmasthya and Kantaka Sodhana. So Dharmasthya is like civil courts with jurisdiction over ordinary civil and criminal issues, and Kantaka Sodhana is something which consists of 3 commissioners, which is called the Pradesh Taras, with jurisdiction over matters of commerce and industry. Okay, so commerce and industry has a separate one where they will be looking into the prevention of breach of peace and all. So this is the Mauryan times system, which may be a potential question which UPSC may ask. Okay, meaning they may not ask the way we asked, but this explanation will help you solve anything which they ask. Okay, so here again, if you see, there is other tribunals also. Mahamatras and Rajukas are the ones who will be presiding over those special tribunals. So this kind of thing for every dynasty will be different. Okay, the keywords which you see will be different for every dynasty. Okay, so this portion you can pause and read, or if you are enrolled to a test series, you will get the PDFs as well. And these two are extra screenshots I'm showing you, extra notes which we have in our paid courses. Okay, like if you see Gupta times, there were a different type of thing. Harsha times, there was a different system. And then South India, there were a totally different kind of system. So everything will have very difficult names which you will be difficult to pronounce. If you want, you can read this. These are extra information. Or as I told, paid students will anyway get detailed PDFs on all these things. Okay, so this was MCQ number 1. Now, if you are able to solve, okay, when you are able to solve this, you should actually go back and revise more. Okay, don't feel overconfident that, okay, this is very easy question, I solved it, so this is nothing to do with, okay, because many questions, you will look like, I mean, it will look very familiar, but when you see the options, you feel like I'm not able to get to the correct answer. So more and more practice if you do on a daily basis, along with Vysh IAS and other institutes which you are learning, you will be easily scoring 100 plus marks in prelims. Now, second question, the assembly which Huan Sang saw at Prayaga in 643 AD was the 6th Moksha Parishad of whose reign? Okay, meaning it is referring to a king who used to conduct a lot of assemblies or parishad and all. So there in 643 AD, Huan Sang participated in that. So which king are we talking about? Okay, this is there in your standard textbook, that is I think R.S. Sharma textbook of ancient history. So here options, if you see, Kanishka, Harsha, Rudradaman and Chandragupta too. All these 4 are very important rulers in your textbook and in your syllabus, and at least 5 to 6 times questions have come in the last 10-15 years if you take about these people. Detailed questions, even prelims and also in the mains and in the history optionals also. So you have to know details about all these things. At least the timeline of these people, if you know, then it's very easy to solve. Especially here in this question, it's about the Chinese traveler. Okay, Chinese travelers, 3 Chinese travelers are very important in your UPSC syllabus, about which UPSC questions have come. So you should know in whose time had they actually come to India. If you know at least that, then this question can be solved easily without knowing about this Moksha Parishad and all these things. Okay, I hope you have guessed by now, and the answer here is B, Harsha. Okay, so here I'll tell you a trick also. Here if you see, there are 3 people who came. One is Fa Shen, then it is Huan Sang, which is there in this question, and then there will be I Qing. Okay, I Qing, the one person is there. So F, H, I, if in alphabetic order, if you see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, it is in order in which they have actually come to India. Okay, F, H and I. And easiest way to learn is H came in the time of H. Okay, meaning Harsha. Okay, Huan Sang came in the time of Harsha. So this is already covered, and this is in the timeline of around 7th century. Okay, 600 AD, 700 AD, that time he came. So Huan Sang, Harsha, if you study, and then as I told in alphabetic order, it is F, G, H, I. So that G right against this person. So you'll get it F, G, H, H and I. Okay, so this, if you see, G is the Guptas. So actually he came in the time of Chandragupta too. Okay, Fa Shen. And now as a homework, you can go and find out when did this third personality come to India and who was ruling India at that time. Okay, so this way in shortcuts or mnemonics, if you learn, you will tend to remember this for a longer time, because this, whatever I told you around 6-7 years in my videos also, if you go and see, I would have told the same thing to you, and now again I'm using this to explain to you. Okay, so it's all one-time learning. So don't think history is very difficult to learn. It's very, like, a lot of timelines, a lot of names are there. You just have to relate the stories and learn in a shortcut method. Okay, so this is the answer. It is Harsha here. And so he used to conduct a lot of assemblies. Okay, I think every 5 years he used to conduct assembly. So here different names are given. Okay, there's Kannauj assembly is there, and then this Prayaga assembly is there. So Kannauj assembly was actually religious thing, meaning to highlight Mahayanism of Buddhism. For that it was done. But the one which you're talking in this question, the Prayaga assembly, it is actually the Maha Moksha Parishad. It is actually of universal character for offering of royal charities to all the classes of people. Okay, so like that, different stories are there behind different things. You don't have to by heart all these parishads and all these assemblies, but because I have asked this question, at least this thing, okay, what is mentioned here, that should be there. And if you see, assembly is conducted every 5 years for donating gifts to people. Okay, so that time in 643 AD, Huan Sang came to Prayaga and saw this. Okay, and on each day what he did, he worshipped different gods. There are many stories are written here, but not very important. But Harsha was a person who used to do a lot of assemblies like this for charity. Okay, That is what you have to learn. Now MCQ number 3. Which of the following is not true about Chandragupta II? Okay, so last question only we discussed Chandragupta II. Now we'll see some detailed question about him. So which of the following is not true? So first statement here is the Allahabad pillar inscription mentions his marriage with a Naga princess Kubera Naga. Okay, then Fashian, the Buddhist pilgrim from China, arrived during the reign of Chandragupta II. Pingali Surana was one among the Navratnas in his court. Chandragupta II was the first Gupta king to issue silver coins. So here, this kind of detailed statements UPSC will ask you, and usually instead of ABCD, they'll give you all these statements and then they ask like 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 3 and 4 only, like that. They will ask you combinations. In either way, you have to know the truth behind all these statements. Okay, and here you have to notice they are asking not true. If they had asked for true, I know last question I taught you this, Fashion came in the time of Chandragupta II, you already know this is true. Now you have to find out which is not true, meaning out of these 4 statements, 3 of them are true and 1 is not true. So many of the students will be going for the last option. Okay, whenever I asked in the classes here, we have got response as this one because they misread the question. Okay, the question is not telling which king issued silver coins for the first time. It is asking first Gupta king to issue it. Okay, so here if you have thought about it, I will give you the answer for this. Answer is C. Okay, this Navratna mentioned here, actually he is not part of this court, he is part of a different court, and that's not Navratna, that is 8 people. I'll show you that list now. And silver coin, yes, he was the first Gupta king, and this inscription actually which mentions about a lot of other leaders also, Samudragupta also, and before him another person also, a Mughal ruler also. Many things are mentioned in Allahabad inscription. So this is also a true statement. Okay, so the C is the one which is incorrect here, and that is why it is the not true statement, and that is the final answer for you. Okay, so if you see here, there is something called Ashtadigaja. That is like we have Navratna in Akbar court or Navratna in Chandragupta's court, 9 people. They had 8 people in Krishnadevaraya's court, which is Ashtadigaja. In this one person, you will obviously know the Tenali Ramakrishnan. You will know, you would have heard stories and all. But the other things are also important. Okay, this Alasani, Pedanna, or all these will be like Telugu names because it is Krishnadevaraya in South India. So it will be difficult for you to pronounce, but at least have a glance at all these names. Okay. And then Chandragupta II's court, very, very famous people, you know, Kalidasa is there, Amarasimha, Dhanvantari, and all these names, and the Sivaraha Mehra, these are all there repeatedly in your textbooks, and UPSC have also asked question, so you should be knowing about them. Okay, so the answer here, as I told, this Pingali Surana is not part of Chandragupta's Navratna, he is part of Ashtadigajas of Krishnadevaraya's court. Okay, and then some more details about him is there, because during him, it is like the his time, it is like the golden age of India, a lot of architecture, sculpture, art, and many things were going on. Okay, and Samudragupta, which was who was there, he also that time had done a lot of things, okay, like inscribing coins and many other things. Okay, he had captured actually other different countries, sorry, different dynasties also. So that is where the silver coin topic comes. Okay, these coins were intended to replace the silver coinage of the western Kshatrpas after Chandragupta II defeated them, meaning this dynasty already had silver coins. So Chandragupta II defeated them and now adopted that one. Okay, meaning they modeled the same coin, silver coin, only difference is the dynasty symbol on that they changed it. Okay, the other dynasty had the 3-arched hill and Guptas had the mythic eagle Garuda. Okay, so they just adopted it and changed the thing. Okay, same prototype, same model. Okay, and they had also rare copper coins were there, based on which also lead coins and other things, based on which inspiration is there. Okay, to design the coin. Okay, so this is why factual information like first Gupta king to issue silver coins becomes important for you. Okay, now the question number 4, the Huan tribes attacks led to decline of the Roman Empire. Okay, Roman Empire you don't have to study, but it's a fact. Now, the branch of the same tribe, meaning the same Huan tribe, had also led to the end of which famous Indian empire? Okay, meaning there is a tribe which had been a reason for decline of the big Roman Empire, and the same tribe or the same branch of the same tribe have led to the decline of one of the Indian empire also. So which famous Indian empire are we talking about? Okay, is it the Mauryas, is it the Guptas, or the Tomaras, or the Mughals? This is a kind of question which UPSC can frame, and it's there in your R.S. Sharma textbook in the very first page of that particular dynasties chapter. Okay, and I have taken free class also for that. You can see the lectures on YouTube. So here if you see the answer, it may be a difficult question if you have not learnt it, but it's okay. So the answer is Guptas. Okay, so you have to know a little bit about this Huan tribe, the Huan or the Huna. Okay, they were Central Asian tribes that consist of different groups, meaning the Northern Hunas, which is also called Black Huns, then Southern, then Red one, Eastern. Okay, then again small branches are there, Celestial, White, Western, Huna, like that many are there. Now the White Huns, okay, that's one of the branch of this Hunas, is the one who invaded the Gupta Empire during the reign of Kumar Gupta, and they were also known as this thing, okay, Hephthalites, and caused great damage to the falling Gupta Empire, meaning already that dynasty was falling, and that is the time when this attack also happened. Then Skanda Gupta died, and after that the next person was Puru Gupta. Everybody were very, very weak rulers, and you will not study, okay, after Chandragupta too, you will not study the ruler names and all, but you should just know the stories. Okay, the first ruler is always important, last ruler also sometimes it's important, but the central weak rulers and all, every time you need not remember. Okay, so this tribe is one which is mentioned in your R.S. Sharma textbook. That is why this question is framed. Okay, this exact thing, okay, Roman Empire story is mentioned in your textbook. And the last question, you have to identify the personality. So his alternate names are mentioned here, Ramtanu Pandey and Muhammad Atta Ali Khan. He was a disciple of Swami Haridas. Madhya Pradesh government organizes a 4-day Samaroh and award in his name annually. He was one of the Navratnas of Akbar's court. So this is the easiest or greatest clue which you can get. Okay, but now again in options, UPSC will put all the 4 who are Navratnas. These 4 people actually are Navratnas of Akbar's court. Okay, so we saw Ashtadigaja of Krishnadevaraya court, we saw Navratna of Chandragupta II court, and in the same episode today I am teaching you Navratnas of Akbar's court as well. So which one of the Navratna is being mentioned here with the first 3 statements? At least if you are from Madhya Pradesh, maybe you have heard about an award. So like that you can solve this question. Okay, sometimes your state advantage will also be there in solving certain questions. So here, about everyone you have to know, they have written certain books, or they have be contributed to music, or whatever they have done. You have to know at least one factual thing about each of them, and that is covered in detail in our test series. You can WhatsApp me to enroll to that. And here the answer is Tansen. Okay, and Tansen, I know everybody would have heard at least once. You have seen movies or you have seen anything about him. So Mughal ruler Akbar was a great lover for the artist. His passion for knowledge and interest in learning from great minds attracted him to men of genius into his court. 9 of these courtiers were known as Akbar's Navratna or 9 jewels. So these are the people, and in this Raja Mansingh is also important, you would have heard, and Birbal is again very, very important, you would have heard. Raja Todarmal is there in the land revenue model. So like that, everything you are studying actually, but you don't remember certain factual information about him, and that is why Tansen related all the information we gave you now. Okay, because that award ceremony keeps coming in current affairs also, okay, which I told you. That is why this question is being framed. So these were the 5 questions. I hope you have liked it. We will do the next episode tomorrow, maybe by a different teacher based on the subject which I told in the starting. But again, if you are a very serious UPSC aspirant, I recommend you to WhatsApp me and be in touch with me, okay, because I want you to learn from the scratch and not jump into textbooks directly. You have to know what is UPSC, how to prepare, how to make notes, how to read newspapers. There are many basics you should know before even going into these MCQs and answers. So please try to WhatsApp me and start in a proper way, okay, and like this we'll try to give lot more videos. Please comment, okay, at least a thanks or a thumbs up or hi or whatever you want to comment, so that we see that you are participating. Okay, so I'll come up with the next episode, or our team will come up with the next episode. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.